This is Samsung's Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G and we're here to unbox it. It comes in the familiar Samsung packaging that we're all used to for quite some years now, with a minimalistic look. Opening the box up, you're greeted with the phone itself, but there is an extra box that comes with the packaging that for some reason in this case got stuck to the top lid. In this you find the SIM removal tool, and inside are two other things. A transparent silicone case for the S20 Ultra 5G with a huge cutout to accommodate the camera, and some paperwork. But getting to the main event, we've got the phone itself. It's on the heavier side at 222 grams and 8.8mm thick, but it feels like Samsung has done a good job with weight distribution, and in the hand it doesn't make for an awkward feeling. You get the normal power and volume buttons, and at the back is that insane quad camera setup. So we're gonna peel off the plastic so you get a better look at the phone's cosmic grey color finish and then start it up. While this thing starts up, let's take a look at what else is in the box. Firstly, you find a super fast charging brick in there, followed by a Type-C to Type-C USB cable, so pretty neat. Then you get some premium AKG headphones that are braided and work with Type-C USB as well, because there's obviously no headphone jack on the phone, and last but not least are some replacement tips for your ear. With the initial setup process out of the way, here's the phone in its full glory. It comes with a 6.9-inch Dynamic AMOLED 2X Quad HD Plus panel with a 20:9 aspect ratio and a punch-hole 40-megapixel selfie camera up top. Out of the box, the display is set to full HD Plus resolution and 60Hz refresh rate. Now, one of the big things about all of the S20 lineup this year is the high refresh rate panel, and there's no doubt that switching to 120Hz makes a huge difference. Elements are much smoother, but that being said, this refresh rate only works at the full HD Plus resolution. If you were to use Quad HD Plus, you're limited to only 60Hz. And while 60Hz is not 120Hz nor is it 90Hz, there is an added snappiness to the phone. I think that's because of its new Exynos 990 octa-core chip in there, which is a 7nm processor that comes clocked at 2.73 GHz. Aside from this, internal specifications for the Galaxy S20 Ultra include up to 512 GB of storage and 16 GB of RAM, although this variant we have has a total of 128 GB of storage and 12 GB of RAM. The storage is UFS 3.0, which means that transfer speeds will be much faster than conventional, and the storage can be expanded by up to 1 TB using a micro SD card. If you've been using a Samsung phone for the last year or even 2 years, this phone is very similar. You've got One UI 2.1 running on top of Android 10, and from the short time I've had with the phone, one thing I did notice was a better haptic engine, especially when typing. The phone, as I said, although heavy, has felt robust so far, and I like this little design touch next to the phone's power and volume buttons, but something that will definitely take time to grow on me will be that camera layout. So on the Ultra 5G, you're looking at a quad camera setup. There's a wide 108 megapixel camera, a periscope/telephoto 48 megapixel one which supports 10 times hybrid zoom, an ultra wide 12 megapixel one, and a 0.3 megapixel depth sensor. One neat feature about the phone is its single take mode, which takes multiple photos and videos taken in different shooting modes with just a single press. There's also other things to look forward to, like the 100 times space zoom, and although I didn't have anything substantial to test out, here's a sample for you to see, as well as the camera being able to record up to 8K video, and we'll be taking a look at all of this a bit more in depth in our camera tests and full review to come. With time, we'll also be able to test the phone's 5000 mAh battery, which is a big deal among other things like gaming, day-to-day performance, 5G speeds, and how the phone performs when it comes to multimedia consumption. There's a lot to be tested with the phone, and if you've got specific questions, leave them in the comments down below. That's it for this first look. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos to come, and thanks for watching. This was Vaibhav, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.